pasasalamat at pagsisikap. Ang pangako na aming bibitiwan sa lahat ng aming natanggap na pagpapala. Pagpupugay sa lahat ng nagbigay ng pagkilala sa Aliw Broadcasting Corporation mula sa Philippine Outstanding Brand of the Year, Philippine Finest Business Awards, and Outstanding Achievement, Asia Pacific Luminaire Awards, Southeast Asian Premier Business and Achiever Award. Sa aming mga natanggap, 4-time Best AM Station Awardee, DWIZ 882, 4-time Best Radio Newscaster Awardee, Dennis Antenor Jr., 3-time Best FM Station Awardee, Home Radio 97.9, 2-time Most Promising TV Station Awardee, Aliw Channel 23, at Best Public Service Radio Host Awardee, Bragi Braganza. Pangakong itutuloy ang pagbibigay ng tamang balita at tamang paglilingkod at isang malaking pasasalamat sa tiwalang naibigay sa amin. Pakaasahan yung gagawin naming malaking inspirasyon ito para ipagpatuloy ang maglingkod sa lahat ng Pilipino. Latest, pinakabago at tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Pilipinas, narito na ang tamang balita sa oras na ito. Kinumpirma ng isang US agency na nagbalik na ang La Nina phenomenon. Gayunman, ayon sa US National Weather Service, inaasahan itong magiging mahina at magtatagal mula Disyembre ng kasalukuyang taon hanggang Pebrero sa susunod na taon. Mararamdaman naman ang transisyon patungong neutral condition sa Enero hanggang Marso ng susunod na taon. Una nang sinabi ng Pag-asa na posibleng 70% ang tsansang mabuo ang La Nina bago matapos ang 2025. Sa ngayon, wala pang nilabas na abiso ang Weather State Bureau kaugnay ng nasabing weather phenomenon.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
At yan ang tamang balita sa mga oras na ito. Mag-follow at subscribe sa lahat ng DWIC News digital accounts, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, DWIC News app at DWIC News website. Ako po si Jem Arguel, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Oras-oras nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up. Ang lahat ng opinyon, pagtingin, pananaw o kuro-kuro ng mga bisita at panauhin o mga anchors o host sa programang ito ay sarili at tanging opinyon at pananaw ng mga nabanggit at hindi opinyon o pananaw ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, mga producers o mga namamahala ng Aliw Broadcasting o anumang organisasyon na affiliated sa network at kailanman ay hindi iniendorso ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation ang mga nabanggit na opinyon at pananaw sa programa.
Mga isyung legal ay pag-uusapan, bibigyan daan, mga karapatang dapat ipaglaban, sasagutin ang katanungan ng mga taong naghahanap ng katarungan. Dito sa programa, Laban para sa Karapatan, kasama si Attorney Lorna Capunan. Laban para sa Karapatan!
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Sabado na naman, nandito po tayo sa Laban para sa Karapatan. Attorney Lorna Patao Capunan with my co-host, Jimmy Regalario.
Magandang baksang tatalakayin natin ngayon, Attorney.
Oo, maganda.
Yung paglaban sa karapatang malaman.
The right to information tayo kasi baka ma-nosebleed tayo dito, Jimmy. Wala tayong alam sa topic na to. No?
Dalawang araw na tayong tatanungan, walang masagot.
Pero talking to this young man, parang I assure you, he assures us na maiintindihan natin ang topic natin today. Our guest today is President CEO of DITO CME. Siya po ay naging Chief Innovation Officer of Udena Corporation. He multi-awarded to.
Ano yung Udem?
Udena.
Udena. Ano yun?
Dennis Uy?
Dennis Uys.
Yeah, okay. He is a multi-awarded young man. TOIM, ang Agora Awards, youngest president of the Philippine Marketing Association, kasama ko to sa map, no? He's our governor and was vice president. But for today, he wears the hat of founding president of Blockchain Council of the Philippines. Alam mo, impressed na impressed kami, no? Because nag-launch si Donald. Our guest today is Donald Patrick Lim. Good morning, Donald.
Good morning, magandang umaga, Attorney Lorna, Ka-Jimmy. Thank you for having me.
Alam ko marami kang meetings today, but thank you for
This is a very
for
important
escaping from your meeting to
information.
join us
You cannot
today.
say no to Attorney Lorna.
Ala.
Takot ako dyan eh.
1 hour crash program to para sa ating dalawa.
Oo nga. So, before we start talking about this, you recently headlined in the news.
Yeah.
Meron kang linonch together with many others ng tinatawag na integrity
Integrity chain.
chain. Ano tong integrity chain?
So, I cannot explain integrity chain without explaining what is blockchain.
O sige, doon
Kasi doon tayo
mag-usapan.
mag-una muna sa 101, no?
Sandali, pag-usapan muna natin yung internet. Internet ba
Internet,
yan? Kasi you
Internet.
you are reservist in the Philippine
Correct.
Air Force,
That's
and we know from stories that the internet started with
Sa
military in the
military.
US, no?
Yes. And if you think about it, tama ka, Attorney, no? Yung sa US, doon muna nila nilalagay yung mga data. So if you imagine, no, sinasabi nila may iba't ibang fort natin, di ba? Mga fort 1960s. Sinesave lahat ng data dito sa camp na to. Tapos pag pinasabog, edi umawala lahat ng data. So ang ginagawa nila is that nagawa sa isa pang camp in many states, gumawa sila ng tig-isang computer at doon sinesave lahat. Every time may nag-save, kabit-kabit, nagka-copy-paste yung lahat ng data para hindi sila reliant na nakadepende sa isang computer, sa isang ano lang. Kasi dating computer malalaki eh. Yung mga ganun yon. So that's the essence of the internet. Nagka-copy-paste muna and they call it redundancy. Na umuulit lang yung information.
And that information, even then, hindi yan nakahack. Kasi,
Nahack
or
siya.
garbage out ang
Well,
tawag dyan, di ba?
Yeah, correct. That's one. No? So nahack siya in a way na if public would have access to it, if they can access to what is inside, siyempre kaya nilang kalikutin yung sistema. Right? Pero right now, siyempre, paano papasok ang public? Di ba? Di naman wala namang access eh. Private yun eh. Pero because of the internet, that system became public. Tayo, pumupunta na tayo sa www. Or iba't ibang nakakapasok na. So ngayon, yung mga programmers natin, nakakapasok na rin sa pati mga website natin, di ba? Minsan nahack yung government websites natin, yung iba hospital, yung iba't ibang universities, no? So right now,
So that technology started in
1950s.
In the 1950s.
ARPANET pa tawag noon, ARPANET.
ARPANET.
Oo, so
Wala ko naiintindihan.
Maintindihan
Hindi,
natin
ito,
yan.
intindihin
Slow by slow yan.
Okay,
Sabi
yeah.
nila,
Slow.
slow by slow.
Okay.
Ito naman let's start with
Teka,
another
hindi mo pa ako
definition.
in-introduce eh.
Ano?
Hindi mo pa ako in-introduce.
I said my co-host, ka Jimmy Regalario.
Ako po si Jimmy Regalario.
Oo nga. Hindi. Pareho tayong senior citizen. Boss, hindi ba in-introduce ko to? Okay.
You were.
You were introduced.
in 2 seconds lang nga. Kaya
Ka
mabilis.
Jimmy Regalario. At sinabi mo pa na interesting ang topic natin ngayon. Ay talagang baka hindi mo maintindihan to kasi senior citizen ka na. But okay, so that's the internet. Now there is people access to what used to be confidential data
Yeah.
of then the US government, no. Yung cloud naman, ano naman yung cloud pag sinabi ng hindi naman na-i-erase yan, nasa cloud. Ano ba yung cloud na yan?
Ang naka-cloud is anchored on the internet. Dati kasi, dati wala kasing, kumbaga walang internet, lahat nasa computer mo. Diba? Lahat pag nagsisave ka, may diskette ka pa. Diba? So, sinesave mo lahat doon. Pag sinave sa cloud, ibig sabihin, using the internet, yung data mo, yung data flow, pumunta sa isang CPU sa ibang bansa or remote. Di natin alam kung saan.
Di ba't sabi nila under the
Sinesave.
ocean daw yan?
Walang under the ocean. Using the cable lang.
Using
Submarine cable, doon dumadaan yung information, pupunta maybe sa US, maybe sa Singapore or wherever. So yung data lang. Wala naman tayong data center sa ilalim ng ocean eh. Imposible yun.
So, kable lang, ano?
Kable.
So, ang espionage talaga yan by computerization and by wiring,
By wiring.
wiretapping.
By wiring.
Pero mukhang hindi reliable dahil natatap na
Yun ang tama ka doon. Kasi kaya siya sabi, yung sa wire, di ba nandun yung flow ng information?
nga, kaya-
In theory, pag tinatap mo,
kaya pala yung
You can divert it, no?
Hindi, yung,
can.
yung China Special Agency, yung on espionage, nagpapadala na sila uli, nagtitrain na sila uli ng mga tao, ng mga spies. And they send it physically all over the world. Kaya pala, dahil silang advance ngayon sa technology ng computerization. They cannot rely on computer na di-detect. Yung pala yun.
kasi nga nakita lahat.
Oo.
Pinaka-safe pa rin yung pigeon.
Oo, hindi.
Yung pigeon. Papel.
Oo nga,
Tapos
diba?
sunog.
Pigeon.
Kasi ang dami nilang may nahuling mga Chinese spy daw from China. Ang daming mga gadgets na hindi naman in-install nandun sa mga sasakyan.
Yeah.
So later on, they found out na talagang mas reliable yung mga physical espionage.
Planting spies.
Planting spies. So, and I think that's the trend again eh.
Yeah.
Eh,
Maraming
kaya ba
ano.
na security check ka na ba?
In the latest development dito, no, concerning China and wide-scale espionage, is it true na itong mga pogo operators natin was a front for espionage?
I would assume. I would assume, but I cannot say, no? But I'm sure our AFP intelligence would say, or our PNP intelligence would think that way.
Kasi masyadong sophisticated
Yeah.
yung mga gadgets nila, no?
Pero yung mga gadgets nahuli in one stockpile. Ngayon, kaya nila nakuha because ang suspicion, mga tao na talaga ang spy.
Okay.
Oo.
Kaya they send people by the thousands eh.
Yeah, saka, well, they're armed with technology. So, using their phones and gadgets, they can intercept. Diba? Kaya yung iba, diba? Naalala nyo, even now, may nagte-text sa'yo. Akala mo galing from a legitimate institution. Hindi, ina-hijack na yun eh.
Nakalagay lang, Philippines, no?
Ina-hijack. So, they go through a telco tower. Pagbalik, kala mo sa legitimate institution, di pala. Kala mo galing sa isang bank, pero sila na pala naglalagay.
Kaya safer yung pag may nag-ring, hindi mo kilala yung number,
Oo.
wag mong sagutin.
Oo, hindi ko sinasagot talaga.
Ang dami na, pati
Mahirap na.
especially yung
Tapos
electronic
pag
fraud.
nakita
no?
mo yung number, Philippines lang nakalagay.
Electronic fraud, no? But anyway, talk to us as if you were talking to, because si Donald, I call it Donald,
Yeah,
no?
Donald.
Donald teaches,
Para ka naglo-lecture.
Okay,
sa
lecture tayo,
classroom.
mabilis lang.
Donald teaches kasi in
Yeah.
San Beda, in
Yeah.
LaSalle, in AIM, ano. Kunyari student kami.
Okay.
Pero wag mo kami i-grade, baka
Hindi,
hindi
okay.
kami pumasa.
Hindi,
Go,
kasi dati
Donald,
mamaya-
go.
Okay,
go.
sige. So, maganda yung when you open the principle of the internet. In the 1990s, ang tawag doon Web 1.
Web.
Web 1 is website.
Website.
So ano nang ginagawa ng website? Tama yung sabi mo, galing military eh. So nung ginawa for public, Web 1, website, any brand, any company, you create a website, and kung anong pinublish mo doon, walang magagawa ang tao. Kasi Web 1 is ano lang, no? Read only. Basa ka lang, wala ka naman pwedeng gawin eh.
Hindi
Diba? Read
interactive,
only.
hindi ka
Hindi
pwede.
pa interactive.
Yeah.
Web, yung
Babasahin
unang web.
mo lang, okay.
Web 1. Then, nung 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, yun ang what we call, napunta na sa Web 2. Web 2 is read, write, web. Okay? Read only web, naging read and write. So, yun yung nag-umpisa yung Friendster, Multiply, pwede ka na mag-post ng picture, pwede ka na mag-chat, pwede ka na mag-interact. Nandun na rin yung Yahoo, nagsisearch ka. Una kasi hanap lang eh. Yung Google at Yahoo, di ba? Wala na Yahoo ngayon. Pero dati, search. When you search, para kang librarian. May hinahanap ako. Ito ang mga website. Read only. After that, marami ng mga interaction. Yahoo Messenger, Yahoo Groups, kung naalala ninyo. And then, dumating na yung social media. Right? Facebook, Multiply, Friendster, lahat yan. Read, write. Pwede ka na magsulat. Pwede ka na magsulat.
Sandali,
So,
may I just
yeah.
interrupt, no? Kasi ang pinag-uusapan lang natin, hindi yung evolution ng technology,
That's
pati
right.
yung mga gadgets.
That's right.
Dati, ganyang kalaki, computer, no?
Yes.
Tapos may mga mas maliit,
Yan, paliit ng paliit.
paliit na paliit.
Yeah.
And then came the cellphone.
Yes.
So-
and because of the cellphone, mas mabilis na. Dati, siguro in 2005, you will never imagine that you're accessing the internet via your phone.
Oo nga.
Di ba? Kasi talagang kailangan mo ng PC. Di ba? Ngayon, biglang lahat nag-slowly nag-pivot na towards all access to the phone.
How was that married? Paano nag-marry yung technology na yan? Yung, for instance, Apple and all of that. And the internet.
And actually we call it, no, when you say before, even way before, I remember 15 years ago, I said in a lot of my lectures na the internet will be like electricity. Right? So you will never imagine na wala kang internet. Actually, the next generation, parang pag walang internet, nasiraan sila ng ulo eh.
Oo nga.
Saan yung internet, di ba? Or minsan, pag nasa restaurant, kailangan ko ng wifi. Ano yung wifi dito?
Oo nga. Anong password dito?
Anong password, di ba?
Jimmy, ganun ka, di ba?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Hindi ko, wala akong pinag-aralan sa mga yan.
No, like our children.
Yeah,
Our children, when they
they're very
travel,
dependent.
they always ask, is there Wi-Fi here? Is there, ano? Okay.
So nagiging what we call hygiene already, meaning any service institution, kahit na hospital ka, kahit na school ka, airports, basta public, kailangan may internet. It has become a basic necessity.
Saka na
What
yun.
used to be a luxury.
Pinapalamig na ng ulo ng tao. Halimbawa, na-late ka ng 1 hour, may gagawin yung naghihintay.
Exactly. Maghihintay ka sa airport. O sige, bigyan mo lahat ng mabilis na internet. Wala na nagre-reklamo. Bahala na
Wala,
sila.
tama.
Correct.
Diba? They can do whatever.
Pag
And
walang
so-
magawa, doon
so-
nagagalit.
Okay, back to your story, Professor.
Web 1, Web 2, now, papunta na tayo 2017, 18, moving forward is Web 3. Kaya ako rin, when I used to teach digital marketing, ako po yung unang gumawa ng syllabus ng digital marketing doon sa Lasal pa yun. 2010. In 2020, I told my class, kayo na ang you will be my last class on digital marketing because I have nothing else to teach.
Oh.
Very native na kayo eh. Mas magaling na sila sa akin.
Digital
TikTok, at kung ano,
natives.
lahat. Diba? So what do you teach? And that's why for me, I said, natural progression. Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. Aaralin ko, ano ang Web 3? And that is when, blockchain pala. Blockchain, Web 3 is called read, write, trust. Trust, tiwala. Okay? Read, write.
Dati read lang.
Read.
Tapos read,
Read,
write.
write.
Ngayon
Then
may
read,
trust
write,
na.
trust. Okay, so you can Google it. Read,
Sandali.
write, trust.
Well-
Okay. Why is trust?
I again will interrupt now. I mean, we know that God created the universe. Who created this web? I mean, is there one person, like somebody who created Apple, who created YouTube?
So, it's a-
What's this web? What when you
Well,
say
well,
web 1, web 2? Sinong gumawa niyan?
Well, in theory, now all the governments, kumbaga, it's a system. So kumbaga, everyone is operating on multiple servers, right? That allows access to the public, diba? In the most simplistic sense, right? So so it's a computer system, and because everyone has access to a computer system, we can now go in because they allowed us to go in. So it's a big CPU. It's a big CPU computer, right? That you have your own space inside and you allow the public to come in freely. So ganun lang siya. So of course the US started it, then everyone started it. Nag-interconnect lahat yan. So because of the fiber and because of the cell sites and telecoms. No?
That's why
So
chain
ganun lang
yan.
siya. So kaya chain. Kaya later on makita mo why mahirap mag-blockchain pag walang internet. Okay, so
Okay.
move ako dun sa trust. Now, in the last few years, no, before mag 2020 at mag COVID, makita niyo yung mga kwento na sila Mark Zuckerberg, yung gumawa ng Facebook, lahat yan pinatawag na sa Senate at Congress nila. Bakit? Kasi they feel, maraming nagrereklamo, bakit si Facebook minsan yung advertising pinupush sobra sa atin. They use our data. Saan ako nag-click? Saan ako then after that, nag-send ng advertising.
They know your pattern.
They know. In fact, ikaw, kunyari, magtanong ka, gusto ko may kinausap ka lang, gusto ko pumunta ng Japan. Yung next ad mo sa Facebook, trip to Japan. Kasi narinig nila eh. Pero di ba si Mark Zuckerberg nakikinig pero the system listens, gusto ni attorney pumunta sa Japan, trip to Japan ang advertising. Very targeted.
Kaya pala pati yung mga Facebook pages na personal, biglang pagbukas mo minsan may mga advertisement.
Yes. So imagine ako nga,
Alam nila kung anong type mo ang advertisement.
Saka anong hinahanap mo.
Tina-target ka.
And not only that, at that point in time. So for example, nag-basketball ako amanta ko, sakit ng tuhod. So nagano ko ni ointment ganun. After that,
Puro
for
neon.
1 week, puro
Neon.
knee pain, lahat nandun nakalagay.
Okay.
So they listen to you.
Galing, ano?
It's what you call targeted, very targeted. So if you talk about si Facebook, and even Google is the same, no? YouTube and all of that, they follow that principle. Siyempre, ang sabi niya, bakit, kunwari ikaw, ba't kita bibigyan ng advertising about, let's say, children's milk? Eh, di ka naman target eh. So, siyempre, mas maganda na yung advertising mas targeted sa'yo based on your habits and search
And
behavior,
needs,
ay
yeah.
target you para ma-appreciate mo din. Pero in the US, ay, freedom ko yun ah. Ako gusto ko lang naman, ayoko naman sabihin sa buong mundo na masakit tuhod ko, bakit biglang ginaganon mo ako? Right? So that's why they said, we do not trust the publishers, the big media. There is no trust. And that's why blockchain was created. Actually, blockchain was created 2008 pa, 2008, 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the founder of Bitcoin.
Okay.
During the time, yung principle ng blockchain, Bitcoin. So, why? Because
Ano
that time,
naman yung Bitcoin na
okay,
yan?
Bitcoin is okay, so I'll explain. During the time, 2008, 2009, nag-crash yung US. Right? So there was very few trust in the ano bang ginagawa ng mga bangko at ng gobyerno? Bakit ganyan? So sabi nila, kung nagkaroon tayo ng peer-to-peer agreement, kung nabigyan na kayo ng pera, hindi na tayo dumaan sa bangko. Ba't natin kailangan dumaan sa bangko? If we all agree that this money that I gave you, minus ako, dagdag sa'yo, then it's registered. So let me explain, no? So yung principle muna ng blockchain. Okay. Para maintindihan ng mga lahat ng nakikinig, no. I'll make it a very Filipino example.
Sige.
Okay. So kunwari si Aling Lorna na lang. Pumunta ako sa tindahan mo. Sabi ko, Aling Lorna, kailangan ko ng sabon. Utang muna, hindi ko dala wallet ko. So binigyan mo ako. Okay, 100 pesos kunyari. Okay, salamat.
Di sinulat ko sa notebook,
Sinulat mo sa
no,
notebook
utang.
mo.
Oh.
100. Okay. Tapos next day pumunta ulit ako, Lorna, Aling Lorna, pahingi ulit ng kailangan ng shampoo, ganyan, whatever. So, I keep coming back at umabot na, let's say, every day pumunta ako sa iyo, umabot na ng 500 yung utang ko. Pagdating ng Saturday, sabi ko, ay, magkano ulit yung utang ko? Babayaran ko na. Sabi mo 500. Sabi ko, di naman 400 lang. Ito lista ko 400. Bakit 500? Magtuos nga tayo. Pero hindi tayo nag-agree. Di ba? So, kasi may listahan ako, may listahan ka. Now, what if in the entire barangay, every time pumunta ako, nagkaroon ako ng transaction, naka-record sa notebook mo at notebook ko at sa notebook ng lahat ng nasa barangay. Every transaction. So, kumbaga, ikaw yon, lahat ng pumupunta sa tindahan mo, naka-record. Pati siya nagre-record, ni-record natin.
Paano yung data privacy na yan?
Walang data privacy because
Walang data privacy.
you do not identify the person. On the blockchain, it's what you call a wallet. 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever may
So
pangalan
hindi,
yung wallet.
walang nakalagay doon, utang kay Aling Lorna.
Hindi.
Wala.
Walang ganon.
You have a
Meron nakalagay, utang
you have a
kay-
digital ID, parang
Yes, may
ganyan,
digital
password.
ID ka lang. Yes, may digital ID. Kumaga, let's say, yung login name natin.
Ah.
Para pag nagtuos, di ba? Pag nagtuos na tayo, si 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, talaga may utang kay 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
Kasi clear sa lahat.
Oh.
Diba? I-record natin. Record lang tayo ng record
Ayos,
every time. Now, kunyari,
Pero kung kunyari kalaban ko yung sa kabarangay ko.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, dadagdagan ko nga yung
Ayun.
utang na to para masabit
Pwede.
ito.
Correct.
Pwede bang ganon? Can you?
Pwede, pero you have to convince the consensus, what we call consensus mechanism.
Oo,
51%.
marami kang kukumbinsin.
Diba? So, kunyari, ang barangay natin is 100 people. So, ako, nagkaroon tayo ng transaction. Yung next transaction mo kay Kajimi naman, siya naman, naka-record ulit sa lahat. May nag-transact ulit sa'yo, naka-record na naman. Diba? So, yung yung recording niyo, nakikita nating lahat. So, kung gusto kitang dayain, sasabihin ko sa lahat, palitan natin. Diba? So, kailangan lahat magpalit.
Oy, nakikita ko na yung
Hindi,
yung
Ayan.
hindi kailangan sa Senado yan.
Oh,
hindi,
so,
nakikita ko na nga yung
so,
applicability.
yes.
Doon tayo pupunta.
So,
Okay.
it's in blockchain is called a decentralized ledger. Ledger, so ang kunyari, Donald Lim minus 100 pesos, Attorney Lorna plus 100 pesos, 'di ba? May utang, 'di ba? When we have a transaction, that transaction, right, is called a block. Di mo alam bakit. It's just called a block. Yun ang tawag sa kanya, block.
Isang bloke.
Oh, si Kajimi, later on, pag binigyan, let's say yung 100 ko, bumili ka sa kanya, supplier mo, 100 mo, lumipat sa kanya. Right? So, Attorney Lorna, minus 100. Kajimi, plus 100. Another ledger entry forms another block. And that block now is appended to the first block. So, that's why it becomes a chain. Because all the transactions, kaya naging blockchain siya.
Parang notebook talaga, no?
Parang notebook, di ba?
Parang
So, di ba,
notebook.
nilista mo lahat. Hindi mo mababago yung una.
Oo.
Di ba? Hindi mo na mababago. Paano mo una? Hindi tatamaan lahat yon. Kasi pag binago ko yung una, masisira yung flow. Yung 100 ko napunta sa'yo eh. Kung 0 ka, talagang 100 na umabot sa'yo. Ano ang ibibigay mo sa kanya? Up to 100 lang. So kung binago ko, kunyari sinabi ko, ginawa kong 50 lang ang binigay ko sa'yo, paano mo mabibigay yung 100 eh 50 lang napunta sa'yo? Right? So that's why it's called a blockchain.
Block,
Ledger,
tsaka chain.
oh,
At
it's
saka blockchain, parang digital notebook.
It's a digital notebook na, now, that is the crude form kasi nag-notebook tayo. Now, imagine all of that is now digitized. Right? Isang pindot lang, lipat. Lipat. And why is that, ba't mo sinabi na trust? Why? Because the principle of Bitcoin is ayaw nila sa institution. Lahat ng transaction ngayon dumadaan sa bangko. Right? In theory, right? Ngayon, with 500,000 pa, may ganun pa, di ba? May rule. Blockchain gives you a true freedom. Anyone on the chain, tayo, we can transact
Okay.
with us. We don't
Kasi
need an
na-mention mo yung
intermediary.
Bitcoin, no?
Yeah.
Malinaw na yung block
Blockchain.
tsaka yung chain, no?
Chain.
Tsaka yung notebook ledger, no? Ito namang Bitcoin, kunyari yung utang ni Kajimi sa akin ay 100. Pwede ko ba siyang pupuntahan ko ba siya sa bahay niya at magbibigay ng 100 pesos? Or can I use this technology?
You can. So,
Ang tawag dyan, Bitcoin. Hindi, ang tawag dyan.
Okay. So, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency.
Crypto.
Right? So, crypto siya. Yung tinatawag na crypto. Siya yung una, kaya siya yung ninuno eh. Kasi siya yung principle ng blockchain at siya rin yung in essence the first cryptocurrency that is used widely. Right? So, which means that those who buy Bitcoin, so let's say 100,000 people in the world has Bitcoin. We agree to the rules of Bitcoin.
Is that a physical coin or
it's
is
not.
that a
So,
digital coin?
It's a digital coin. So, isang numero lang siya sa wallet mo. Di ba? Di ba tayo
Eh,
nagdi-deposit
sino
tayo ng...
nagbibenta ng Bitcoin na yan? There's
Sino?
like a, I mean, how do you, for instance, I want to pay Kajimi 100 pesos.
Yes.
Saan ako kukuha ng Bitcoin?
Kung gusto mo kumuha, so magkano ang isang Bitcoin would you know today? One
I
Bitcoin? One Bitcoin is around $105,000. Mga 5 million pesos.
What?
One Bitcoin. So that's why ngayon, i-call it a fractionalize ang blockchain. Meaning, ngayon, ang bayad mo sa is 0.000001 Bitcoin. Ngayon, for now.
Okay.
In fact, dati, kasi nga, yung isang Bitcoin, $100,000 5 billion pesos. Yeah.
So why I know somebody who invited friends into this Bitcoin
Yes,
thing
yes.
and nasabit, nag-suicide.
Kasi-
Why? Ano ba yung Bitcoin na yan?
No. Bitcoin kasi is very volatile. Unlike
Yung
when you talk
value?
about unlike the economy which is anchored on gold or whatever has real value, Bitcoin's value is on the agreement of all the Bitcoin holders. So, supply and demand lang yan. Right now, sobrang taas ang Bitcoin kasi like a year ago when Donald Trump said, kailangan magkaroon ng Bitcoin reserve. We will now recognize Bitcoin.
Bitcoin reserve
Bitcoin
siya?
ang reserve. Right? So, but if you think about it, yung ETF, yung mga securities, yung mga Securities Exchange Commission sa US, nire-recognize na rin. In fact, there are some in the US na pagdating sa balance sheet mo, yung asset mo, dati cash, ngayon, question mark, pwede bang cryptocurrency? Kasi it's a real investment. It's just that we're not too comfortable with it. Pero sabi ko, hindi dapat hindi ka 100,000. 1 million users of Bitcoin, we all agree. Pag nagpasa ako sa'yo, pag naglipat ka sa kanya, using that wallet, umiikot sa atin. We recognize that Bitcoin and the value of that.
Let's say Bitcoin, okay. I want to monetize. Sabi mo, for example, 1 Bitcoin is $100,000 US. Example. Gusto ko nang
Gusto mo na perahin.
magbilang ng 100,000.
Correct.
Is there a Bitcoin market where you can
Yes, there
change
is.
your
There
coins
is.
into
So, right
actual
now-
currency?
Right now, if you look at the two biggest would be coins.ph and PDAX, these are apps. So pwede ka kumuha ng pera mo from any of the banks, ipasok mo sa app ng, again, coins.ph or PDAX ang tawag, no? Palit mo, anong gusto mong bilhin dito? May Bitcoin, may USDT, may Ethereum, marami. Bili ka lang. So akit baba na yun. Now, kung parang stock market, ang mas volatile lang siya compared sa our stocks. Now, kailangan ko na ng pera. Hindi,
Mag-withdraw ka.
I-withdraw mo, i-convert mo ulit. O parang ka nag-forex trading actually. Parang ka nag-forex trading.
Okay, so,
Kaya sabi mo kung may nag-suicide kasi that time, sobrang grabe yung taas ng Bitcoin.
yeah. And then
Tapos yun, bumagsak.
Bumagsak.
Tapos kung yung iba kasi, I heard so many stories of that. Kasi yung iba talagang opportunistic, no? Medyo greedy ng konti, umutang. Right? Tapos biglang, baba na to. Bumili ng Bitcoin lahat. Di nila alam, sumadsad pa lalo. Pag hinahabol na, kailan mo ako babayaran?
parang nagka-kiting,
Nandyan pa,
kiniting nila.
Oo, nandyan pa. Hindi pa umakit naman eh. Pero di na makahinda. Yun. Siyempre, the stress of it, di ba? Nakita mo yung value ng, let's say, 1 million mo, naging 100,000. Di, kakabahan ka na.
Ang galing. So far, naintindihan mo, no? Naintindihan natin.
Nakukuha ko
Very
na
good.
unti-unti.
Very good, di ba? Yung maganda yung example ni Donald na sari-sari
That's a good
store.
substitute,
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so,
decentralized ledger and then
Saka
Okay.
fast
cryptocurrency.
before we go,
Fast transaction.
before we go to the topic at hand, no, which is how is this a step moving forward in terms of our country's problem of corruption, accountability, and
Na-adapt kasi ni, di ba, ni Vince
sa DBM.
Oh,
Siya
sa
nga ang siya nga
DPWH,
nag-launch.
di ba?
But before Donald answers that, time check ka, Jimmy?
Time check is 11:32 in the morning. Andito pa rin tayo sa DWIC.
Laban para sa karapatan.
Laban para sa karapatan. That
Mga lugar na pinuntahan ng ibang tao, mga produkto, serbisyo na rekomendado. Alamin sa Highly Recommended.
Handa ka na bang matikman ang best dishes ng Bohol? Dito, hindi lang maganda ang tanawin, kahit ang pagkain ay world-class din. Unang-una, ang chicken inato, ang Bohol version ng chicken barbecue na juicy, smoky at perfect sa sausawang suka. Sunod ang Humbang Bisaya, isang mabangong pork stew na mala adobo pero may tamis at lambot na sobrang sarap sa kanin. Hindi rin pwedeng palampasin ang ubi kinampay, ang purple yam na super creamy at ginagawang jam o panghimagas. Syempre, andyan din ang peanut kisses, ang crispy peanut treat na hugis chocolate hills, pasalubong must-have to. At panghuli, ang seafood feast ng Panglao. Mula sa fresh crabs, shrimps at pusit na siguradong mapapa-finger-licking good ka. Kaya wag mong palampasin ang mga putahing ito. Siguradong hindi ka lang mabubusog kundi mai-inlove ka rin sa sarap. At yan ang ating highly recommended.
Pagsapit ng alas 12 bago ka mag-lunch o kaya nagla-lunch ka, dagdagan pa ang mga alam mo para hindi ka naman huli sa balita. Live sa DWIZ Manila at sa lahat ng DWIZ News FM sa buong Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. At mapapanood ng live sa Aliw 23 Free TV at sa lahat ng digital channel ng DWIZ. Ang Balitang Bayan. Mga balitang nangyari lang at kasalukuyang nangyayari. Balitang Bayan. Kasama ang opisyal na tagagising ng bayan, si Drew Nasino. Di ka aantukin kapag nalaman mo na ang latest sa Balitang Bayan. Sa patuloy na pagbabalita ng tama at paglilingkod ng tama. Balitang Bayan. Araw-araw, 12 noon. Sa kabila ng pagpapaalala ng mga doktor sa mga magulang na pabakunahan ng kanilang mga anak, hindi pa rin maiwasang matakot ng ilan sa mga vaccines dahil sa paniniwala na meron itong side effects sa mga bata. Kaugnay nito, ang hindi na pagpapabakuna sa mga bata laban sa polio dahil hindi na raw ito uso. Totoo ba ito? Tara, let's prove it! Bago maniwala sa mga claim-claim na yan, patunayan na yan sa Let's Prove It! Sinabi ng pediatrician at lactation consultant na si Dr. Teresa Maria Ribano, malaking panganib ang polio sa bansa at isa ang Pilipinas sa mga binabantayan kung saan maaari magkaroon ng resurgence ang polio.
Papaalala ko sa kanila na noong 2019, nagkaroon ng resurgence ng polio. At in fact, up to now, kasama tayo sa mga bansang minemaintain ni World Health Organization at saka ng UNICEF under its care kasi binabantayan tayo because malaki ang risk natin na magkaroon ng resurgence ulit. Bakit? Libre na nga yung bakuna, meron ng libreng bakuna sa center, hindi pa rin napupuntahan ng ating mga kababayan. So, hindi pa rin tayo nakaka 100% vaccine coverage rate.
Dagdag pa ni Doc, 90% sa mga nagpapabakuna ay sa public hospitals o health centers tumanggap ng vaccines, habang 5 to 8% lang ang nagpapabakuna sa private hospitals. Anya, tumataas ang tsansa na magkaroon ng outbreak sa bansa kung hindi makakatanggap ng tamang bakuna ang mga Pilipino. Kung kaya mas mainam na magpabakuna para hindi na paulit-ulit na pangambahan ang pagbabalik ng mga sakit na maaari namang pigilan ng mga bakuna.
Nakaaway mo ba ang boss mo dahil sa isang bagay na work-related? May issue ka ba sa kumpanya na work-related at di mo alam paano i-handle? Kung problema mo ay work-related, kinig, nood at follow na sa DWIZ Work-Related. Kasama ang motivational speaker ng Pilipinas, si Lloyd Luna, at ang kanyang mga expert na mga bisita sa DWIZ Sabado 3 p.m.
Nang tama. Latest, pinakabago at tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Pilipinas, narito na ang tamang balita sa oras na ito. Public Attorney's Office makikipagtulungan sa ICI para sa imbestigasyon ng maanumalyang flood control projects. Balitang hatid ni Patrol 38 Jen Patrolya.
Makikipagtulungan na rin ang Public Attorney's Office sa Independent Commission for Infrastructure para sa investigasyon sa maanumalyang flood control projects. Sa isang liham na ipinadala kay Justice Andres Reyes Jr., chairman ng ICI, ipinaabot ni Deputy Chief Public Attorney Ana Lisa Soriano ang pagpapahalaga ng PAW sa mahalagang papel ng ICI sa pagtataguyod ng transparency, accountability at integridad sa pagpapaunlad ng infrastruktura sa bansa. Dahil dito, magpapadala ang PAW ng 8 abogadong may kakayahan at dedikasyon upang tumulong sa komisyon sa panahon ng organizational transition nito. Ang mga deputized lawyers ay magsisilbi sa ICI sa loob ng 4 na araw kada linggo sa loob ng 6 na buwan simula sa Martes, Oktubre 14. Binigyan din pa ng PAW ang kabuoang suporta nito sa misyon ng ICI at sinabing isang tapat at tumutugong balangkas na infrastruktura ay mahalaga sa nation building at sa pagsusulong ng social justice. Nagpasalamat naman si Chairman Justice Andres Reyes sa PAW para sa interagency cooperation at binigyan din na ang pagtutulungan ito ay mapapatatag ang kakayahan ng ICI na tuparin ang mandato nitong tiyakin ang mabuting pamamahala at makatarungang pagpapaunlad ng mga infrastruktura habang binubuo pa nito ang sariling legal at administrative teams. Ako si Patrol 38 Jen Patrolya nag-uulat sa himpilang may todong lakas DWIC, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
At yan ang tamang balita sa mga oras na ito. Mag-follow at subscribe sa lahat ng DWIC News digital accounts, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, DWIC News app at DWIC News website. Ako po si Jem Arguel, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Oras-oras nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Ang balitang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Arena Plus. Sama-sama sa arena. Arena Plus.
Laban para sa karapatan. Kasama si Attorney Lorna Capunan. Laban para sa karapatan.
Balik po tayo dito. Balik tayo sa laban para sa karapatan. And our guest today is Donald Patrick Lim. Bago tayo nag-commercial break, he started to explain how is this blockchain technology an answer to the current hot issue of government accountability and transparency.
Yeah. Okay.
Donald.
So there are two, no. So actually nagsabay yung yung blockchain bill na pinopose ni Senator Bam, no. And then the private sector side tayo, we launched what is called the integrity chain. Okay. Now, if you look at how Senator Bam would want to do it, yung budget, so imagine mo decentralized. So therefore, if you put that budget into the blockchain, everyone can now see every transaction and it is validated, number one. Number two, it's tamper-proof. Kasi nga, kung ano yung pumasok na numero at paano dinisperse, right? Kung paano dinisperse, makikita ng tao. Right. So let me give you example. Kasi yung blockchain bill, wala pang details no? So, but we know the intention. The intention of transparency, accountability, making it seen by everyone and everyone can check. We 2 weeks ago, we launched what is called the integrity chain. Now, what is the integrity chain? It is I discussed this with Sec Vince, no. Sabi ko, given all of these anomalies and challenges, it's very important for us to have a quick win. Kasi a lot of lahat ng mamamayan na sukang-suka na talaga sa corruption. But we know we cannot solve it. We cannot solve it if it has a massive problem. But what is important is let's show the way. And to show the way means we have to take one step first. And what is that? So we agreed, ano yung pinakamabilis? That is the foreign assisted projects. Sila rin naman yung nagfo-fund World Bank, ADB, JICA, sila po yung nagbibigay ng pondo. Ang problema, biglang nagsasabi, corruption, nako, ba't kami magbibigay? Right? So ngayon, sila ang naging what we call pilot. Pinilot natin with them. So every time that they're giving it to a particular project, we will record it on the integrity chain. So, and every time na may percent completion, no, may percent completion, magdi-disperse, ire-record natin. Bawat galaw, ire-record natin. Before, meron namang nagre-record yung, let's say, mga engineers, mga ganon, pero it's nasa papel Right? So, ito, or nasa computer nila, maybe pag napirmahan na nasa computer, okay. Pero ito, because it's on the blockchain, parang sinabi ko kanina, nakikita ng lahat. Every transaction nakikita natin. Now, why is the integrity chain may extra layer of what I call the people chain? We invited 50 organizations. Lahat ng organizations will now become part of the chain in the governance system. Hindi naman, ang una inisip nga namin na, dapat 50%, 51% mag-approve bago mag-move. Mahirap. So, when we had that meeting, pwede naman post. Pag nangyari na, 25%, baka may pumunta doon at i-check. Saan yung 25% dito? Bakit wala pang semento dito, wala pang gumagalaw? So, may verification. So, 50 organizations now are now taking a look, can take a look at it. Right? And in whatever way or form, whatever has been declared on the blockchain.
Sumama kami dyan, Ka-Jimmy. Kasama kami sa 50.
Yes, kasama.
The outstanding women in the
Town.
Nation Service, Women's Business Council. Kasi, sabi nga nila, you always say this, Ka-Jimmy, no? The best economist is the nanay. Kasi, home economy.
That's right.
Home economy tayo.
Home economy.
How to make the budget. Okay.
So imagine that.
Can you because we had just to understand it better, we had here guested last week, no, si Sherwin Gatchaliano, and he ran us through the budget process because you're talking about monitoring, but it starts with the budget, the expenditure. Sabi niya, may call ang government. Where does your blockchain technology? There's a call for the budget from government agencies by the DBM, and theoretically these government agencies should check with local government units. Then they come out with a budget, yung national expenditure
NEP,
budget,
yes.
yung NEP, no? And yun ang pinag-aaralan sa House at saka sa Senate, tapos magpapasa sila ng general
ganyan system, I think.
Paano mo i-apply yung sinasabi mong transparency ng blockchain?
So what
At the
happens?
start pa ba?
Correct. the blockchain has to start from what is called provenance, the step 1. So kung binlockchain mo ito lang, lahat pwedeng dayain. Blockchain, if ever, kung may mahaba yung proseso, pag binlockchain natin yung isang part lang, then I can only, sasabihin ko lang, ito lang yung part na credible. So like what you said earlier, garbage in, garbage out.
Or it can be shortcutted na all the stages could be lumped into one at makapag-decide ng isang...
Well, tama. So, if that's the case, assuming, no, yung sinabi nga ni Senator Gatchalian, ni Sherwin, so, pag NEP pa lang siya, dapat yung lahat ng numero na yun, ipasok na.
Ipasok na yan. Kasi
Right? And
insertion yan eh.
Bawat movement, nakikita
May
natin.
alteration at every movement
And every insertion, makikita rin natin sino. Diba? So, kaya nga, pag nire-record, kaya nga fina-follow, ledger siya eh. Ledger eh. So, syempre, ang ledger, saan ba tayo, di ba, yung first balance. Yung first balance, kung whatever trillion yan nakalagay, pag nilagay, kaya nga mahirap yung gagawin ni Senator Bama. Kasi kailangan from the start, if yung ginawa po natin sa integrity chain, yun ang shortcut natin. Kasi alam natin, yung foreign assisted projects coming from these sources, alam na natin magkano eh. They know also. Kompleto papel.
Pwede sigurong gawin niya, you talk to the president. Kasi yung budget starts from Malacanang,
Yes.
di ba? Isasubmit nila yan as NEP,
Yes.
National Expenditure
Sure.
Program, dun sa ang Lord Keeper of the Chess o yung power
Yes.
of this
Yes.
appropriation sa Congress. So yung lower house, i-scrutinize yan. Titignan na agad ng lower house kung asan yung interest
Correct.
nila ron.
Correct.
Kung pwede silang tumapya, magdagdag,
That's
or
right.
what. Kaya nagkakalokohan. Kasi yung budget, yung National Expenditure Program, is supposed to be for the executive branch.
That's right.
Three branches of
Correct,
government
correct.
na hindi pwedeng magpakialaman doon
Correct,
sa function.
Correct.
I-approve niyo yung budget na yan at yan lang ang duty niyo, hindi yung nagdadagdag kayo o nagbabawas.
Yeah.
So I think kung ang kausap mo si Marcos baka i-adapt niya yan, di ba?
That's why we feel this is so important, because once everyone understands it, kaya nga sabi ko, that's why I said I want to do a step 1. I need the integrity chain, si Vince, ipakita, foreign assisted.
Okay.
Gagawa tayo ng web-based.
Let's do a foreign assisted.
Yeah, foreign
because
assisted.
dyan uminit ang...
Oo.
Hindi ba, Ka Jimmy? Dyan uminit ang ulo ng presidente. Kasi pati yung mga foreign assisted programs,
Ginos.
nasagasaan.
Nasagasaan.
Yes,
so,
okay.
Yun, foreign assisted, kompleto lahat ng papel. Di ko iisipin muna ang NEP or GAHA or paano
So yung
Congress
foreign
ang
assisted,
insertion.
we already
Klaro.
have
Yeah.
project
You have
and
allocation,
you have a
project.
funding.
Yes,
Okay.
you have an allocation, you have a
I-blockchain
project in
mo
mind.
yan.
I-blockchain natin. Alam natin yung punot dulo eh. Right? Pag pumasok pera, paano gastos? We agree based on the contract, like any contractor na 25% we pay. Or may upfront payment, walang problema. In fact, if you want to pay 50% upfront, the blockchain doesn't care as long as it is recorded and approved by all. We create the rules naman eh. Pero alam nating lahat. Di ba? Alam nating lahat na 50% pala or 75% or even, let's say, wala namang mali na sinasabi 100% bayad from the start. As long as all parties agree naman eh. Wala namang mali doon. Pero we will now monitor that it is delivered.
Tama.
Ang blockchain like technology, 1 and 0, yes or no?
Pinatap ba ni Vince yan itong DPWH?
Ito yung ginagawa namin. This is the integrity
Siya
chain.
ang nag-launch.
I think that will be the most
Donald
effective way of
launched it.
doing it.
Yeah.
Kasi yung NEP, yung National Expenditure
Sure.
Program,
Yeah.
hindi dapat ginagalaw yun dahil yun yung pinag-aralan ng isang branch of government which is the executive.
Yes.
Ito kailangan para maging effective ang governance.
Correct.
Ipapasa niya yun doon sa Kongreso because Congress has the power of appropriation.
Appropriation, yeah.
O, i-approve nila. Pag hindi nila in-approve, sila yung may power of the purse, di ba?
Yes.
Doon lang pwedeng ilabas. Ngayon, kung power of the purse ka lang, wag mo nang pakialaman kung
Yeah.
paano gagamitin.
So,
Dapat
correct.
gano'n. So,
Correct.
pag na-approve yung NEP, dapat all the way through approve lahat yan kung
Yes.
ganyan ang system.
Yes. And ako, I agree with you, but I cannot argue on what is practice and what is used. And of course, I will assume that every congressman still wants the best for who they represent.
Paano nakawan agad ang nasa isip?
In that case kasi, may insertion man at ano man ang galawin niya, it's on the blockchain.
Makikita
People will
yung
see
insertion.
it. Binigay mo sa barangay, nasaan na po? Ako yung nandito.
Hindi, kaya nga makikita rin lang
Makikita.
naman yan, hindi rin makakalusot yan. Why don't you
makakalusot.
hit the target na? Ang target dapat yan, yung executive branch.
That's right.
Why don't you talk with Marcos?
Well, depende kung kausapin tayo.
Oh,
Di ba?
because this is a
No,
very
because-
vital point for him to understand.
And that's why
No,
nandun
but
yung
the
blockchain bill.
DBM is already on board, di ba?
DBM is on board.
Ayun.
Kaya
Kasi
dapat yung-
nag-announce ng DBM na i-digitalize, blockchain
So,
technology na.
that's a good point. Ang isa pang challenge natin
Yung pa
is
isang challenge
pag-digitize.
yan eh. Pag hindi in-approve
ng
ng DBM yan,
Yeah.
natatakot. Dahil ano yan, about money, that means ayaw niya ba, meron siyang mga magic
Yeah,
na
you never know.
tinatago.
Yeah,
Oo.
yeah. So
So, yes.
that's why yung DBM right now, they're actually the first, no? Yung SARO, yung special allotment. Yung SARO, it's already on the blockchain. You can go to blockchain.dbm.gov.ph. Okay, you can click. Nandun naka-record, kita ng kahit sino pwede mag-access.
Blockchain.gov.
DBM.gov.
DBM.
You gave me a good idea.
Yeah, kuha mo
Hindi
na.
sa November 30, gawin nating main issue, demand yan, ha? I-blockchain yan para
Yeah.
open to the public.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Kasi mahalaga yun that it will curb out graft and corruption. So, ano?
Transparency.
In a very...
So, on the
Mag-
executive,
ah.
nung nasa Senate, when the blockchain bill was being discussed, nandun naman si DICT kasi ang magiging lead nito eh. So si Henry, no? Si Secretary Henry Aguda. So nag-CI to I naman sila. In fact, the request of Senator Bam, sabi nga kay Sec Henry, baka pwedeng i-priority bill natin to. So kung naka-priority, we will force, no? Kaya nga,
Bakit DITC?
DICT kasi it's a tech eh. So you have to create...
Technology yan eh.
Teka.
Hindi, I know, pero it's about funding. It's about expenditure. It's about
pero sir, to
disbursement.
execute it, you need a theoretical, may CPU bawat government agency. Dapat digitize. Otherwise, nakapapel, may mag-encode. Yan na naman tayo sa pag nag-encode. Kung may human na nag-i-intervene, laging may
human
potential
error.
error.
May human error.
Or may human intent.
So what is the hardware needed? Anong hardware needed? Lahat dapat ng government agency may
So, ang
whatever.
tinatawag sa blockchain earlier
Oh.
when we said that example, na each of the agencies will have what is called a node or parang may tig-isang CPU. So, hindi siya mahal kasi technically parang CPU lang siya eh. So, let's say maybe 500 to 1 million per year. Kaya mo nang mag-manage ng node. Di lang natin alam kung gaano karaming documents yun. Right? So, kumaga, if I were to advise Senator Bam on the bill, hindi lang the principle how to operationalize.
Oo,
I think
how
that's
do
the
you
entire Web3.
operationalize?
That's the entire blockchain community asking, paano ba? Hindi mo pwede ilagay, for example, 500 million. Tama naman si Senator Bam. Nilagay muna niya. Allocate lang muna. Later on, let's go down to the details. So in the details, dapat kung sinabi mo, the executive branch. So in the executive branch, dapat, for example, COA, for example, DBM, for example, each would be may computer sila. Right? So sinesave yun. But we have to also remember, there's also certain confidential. Hindi naman pwede lahat. So meron pa tayong tinatawag na what is confidential here, and there is certain check and balance. Pwede natin isama civil society and religious groups.
Hindi kasi ang number one priority that must be done by government based dun sa trilateral power and function, ma-minimize kung meron talagang intention to weed out graft and corrupt practices.
Yeah.
Ito na ang solution coming from the people dahil ayaw niyong isipin. Kami na mag-iisip para sa inyo.
Yes.
O ito ngayon ang solution. Diyan talaga it will be, how much do you think will be saved? In a 7 trillion budget that is being used by government on an annual basis. Halimbawa, 2026, I think 7 trillion,
7
di ba?
billion, yes.
Ilan ang kayang isave from graft and corrupt practices?
Siyempre, hindi na masabi. You do
Hindi
the
na
math.
lang.
Pero imagine mo.
Speculatively, on the way by which you have explained yung efficacy, yung efficiency nitong blockchain.
So, if done right, then sabi ko nga ang Bitcoin nga 0.1 natatrack eh. So imagine mo every transaction makikita ng tao.
Ano lang, speculatively, ilan?
Siyempre, in theory, 100% can be saved. Di ba? I mean, 100%
Ibig sabihin,
will not be
walang-
properly. Ang hirap lumusot.
Kung ang budget, ang sagot ata ni Don,
speculation, trillions ang nawawala eh.
Ah, yeah.
no, kung 7 with the blockchain, correct me if I'm wrong, with the blockchain technology, if your budget is 7 trillion, if your question ka, Jim, is, magkano ang masisave doon? Lahat yan.
Makikita mo.
With blockchain technology, that 7 trillion must be used,
Will be used properly.
will
be
remain
used
intact
properly.
or will be used
Can be
properly,
used properly on the
for
basis
whatever
of
is
the
there.
programs.
That is why yan ang challenge ng blockchain, because the corruption might start from the beginning.
Yes.
The bloating of the cost of the project, lalagay mo dyan, yung bloating
Yes.
ng sa NEP, yung bloating
Yes,
ng
sa
cost
NEP,
ng
yeah.
project, no? Di nandun na. And therefore, the corruption is already embedded
Correct.
in your blockchain.
So, that
How
is-
do you guard against that?
You can't. So,
You can't.
So, for example, nag-agree sa NEP, sinabi sa NEP pa lang na yung maliit na tulay na yan is 1 billion. Right?
Oh.
Tapos, so, if it's 1 billion and all the suppliers and everyone says, oh, 1 billion yan, pumasok sa NEP, tinapos yung buong tulay, so 1 billion i-disburse.
Yung pala,
No one knows, di ba?
500 million lang
500
ang
million
cost.
lang pala, right? So, hindi mo alam. Hindi mo alam. So, ganun.
Dapat from the start.
So, not only from the start, but that's why I always say, no, and my favorite term is, integrity is doing good when no one is watching.
Correct.
But we cannot count on humans to have integrity. That's why I said, integrity becomes unbreakable when everyone is watching.
Correct.
Because now, if lahat tayo, kaya important yung nilalabas, chine-check anytime eh. Pag may naglabas kagad na bridge, X kilometers, right? And then, kasi tayo, yung mamamayan, mag-expert yan, magaling yan si, I think it's 1. Walang tayong alam eh, di naman tayo engineer eh.
Pwede ba isali dun sa program, if ever there will be a submission of a program of what you are trying to propose, yung detalye on how projects and specific
Pwede. So,
expenditure is being
So we have to identify the details, diba? So like I said, we can argue if
Halimbawa,
that bridge is 1 B or 100
isang
M.
flood control
Yeah.
project, eto yung madidetalye ba yan ng program ng blockchain? Etong normal, ang pinakamurang, etong low-end expenditure and materials and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. Ito yung high-end,
Yeah.
ito yung middle ground.
So,
which one would you do?
That's why in blockchain, kaya nga sabi nila consensus mechanism, you have to agree also that kunyari si executive at the same time 3 contractors nagsabi 1 billion. Pero you have to trust the democratic system na all the other engineers would say wait lang. Imposible namang 1 billion yan. 100 million lang talaga to set up that bridge.
Okay, assuming that happens, no? So you have that situation where or the contractors agreed, DPWH agreed that it's a 1 billion peso bridge when the actual cost
Is 100 million,
should
let's
be 500 million. Okay, you and I know, citizens or residents of that area, know that we don't need that expensive bridge.
Yes.
How now do you, through blockchain, correct the process?
So you cannot.
You don't.
You cannot.
Mag-file ka na ng kaso.
Then there is a mechanism.
That's the red flag
whether it's
that
a COA
says-
or via media or whatever to
Okay.
report that
Pero
system.
hindi pwedeng mangyari yan eh. Dahil yung project, once approved, based on the presentation of
Yeah.
of program,
Yeah.
is approved.
Yes, it's approved.
Whether it's high cost,
Yeah.
whether it's
Yeah.
low cost,
Yeah.
whether it's middle
Yeah.
cost,
Yes.
wala na yan. Mutan academic na
Correct.
after the approval of the
Correct.
project. Eh.
Correct.
O kaya dapat yung smooth and proper implementation to be guided for
Yeah.
by a program. Yan yung blockchain.
Kaya dapat people
Hindi
would
nga
be...
ka, Jimmy. The corruption starts when you say this bridge costs 1 billion. Oh, di tayo sa blockchain, imo-monitor natin yung 1 billion na yan. When the actual cost of that bridge should be 500.
Hindi, magsasuggest na rin yan ng mga supplier at saka ano eh.
Now, what you can do, you can have AI and everything.
Oh, wow.
We Well,
Ang bilis, ano? Ang bilis. It's our time. Okay.
Okay, may take 2 tayo na lang.
We'll have a take 2 on this, ha? Pwede ka bang bumalik
Oo
next
naman.
time?
Oo. Let me
Next
know.
time
Let
we
me
will-
know. Let me know.
We will let you know because we're getting to the meat. But it seems that it is workable now.
Yes, yes.
Under the integrity chain, when do you think that this will be operationalized?
So we hope that before we end the year, we'll have a POC, a proof of concept. We'll try it already. So nag-meeting na kami with DPWH last week.
Okay. And your last words to our viewers? Thank you to Linda Angeles and Angelo Radasa. Very interesting topic daw. Yes.
So yun lang.
Your last word.
Kung gusto natin, kung proud tayo na nasa democracy tayo, maging involved po tayong lahat. The technology is there. So sana makisama rin tayo. Hindi lang sa rally, wag naman sa rally lang. Rally, sumisigaw lang tayo. Walang solusyon yun eh.
Importante
Gusto natin na
yun.
part talaga tayo ng
Oh,
proseso.
tama na yung rally, tama na yung light a candle, tama na yung dito na tayo sa blockchain. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Donald.
Salamat.
We should have
Attorney Kajim.
a part 2 and I guess this is where we say hope springs eternal. Let's not lose hope. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Attorney Lorna Kapunan
Jimmy
at
Galario dito sa
Laban para sa Karapatan. Susunod na po ay si Balita Nationwide kasama si Miss Cedar Tegobueno and Raul Esperas.
Sumainyo ang programa